Hiya my lovelies and welcome to my vlogging channel. Today I have a special guest.
Hey, this is my channel and you're my guest, Mom. So welcome to my vlog, and yes, I'm sure by now you've guessed it, we have a special guest today and it is my mummy. She's paid me a lovely visit and is giving me some motherly advice over breakfast, so I thought I'd share it with all of you. Enjoy. Mum tag. So, what's your biggest regret?
I think my biggest regret is not planning a lot more before I took the step of marriage and having children. I wish I had pre-planned, and I wish I'd saved up a bit more actually. I wish I'd had a home and thought about your schooling and the boys' schooling. Still didn't turn out too bad, but I could have done a lot better. So that's one of my biggest regrets, not planning more, not making, and to be honest, not even making the right choice in marriage, to be honest. You know, it's left me as a single parent, and I wish I'd have slowed down and looked into things and you know, really scanned my choices and filtered them. Yeah.
We were just talking about regrets, weren't we?
Yeah.
In other ways, and talking about like kind of what we could have done better, because I think everybody has something. But what's your greatest success?
My greatest comeback, I'd say, or success is I managed to, after looking after you guys, which I thoroughly enjoyed looking after you and sharing you with your cousins and the rest of the world. But my greatest success is, apart from my faith, which is a notch above all.
What's your faith?
My faith, which is a Christian faith. I'm a Christian, born again Christian. My greatest success is that I managed to get a career that has sort of set me up and allowed me to, you know, to set the kids up and look after them. That's one of my successes.
Do you want to share what your career is, or no?
Well, I'm a civil servant. I don't really want to go too much into it, but you know, a job that I was meant to have been in for just 2 years, I'm still there 13 years on, and it's enabled me to do a lot of things. I've been able to travel and get my own home, and you know, and being a lovely,
You're a high achiever.
Yeah, and a proper tea, proper good tea and good food. Yeah, and it's a big comeback from a far cry from where I was. So, you know, and also my achievement is my children.
Yeah.
Biggest achievement Salome, I'm just so proud of you. I just have to say, I'm just proud of what you've become. Seeing you become a wife and a mother, and my grandson, and you know, you're a homemaker, and you know, you're in business with your husband, and that for me, what it is, your success has become mine. And you find that sometimes you get, and it's so sad, you get parents that sometimes get threatened. I don't know how that works, by even their daughter, but for me,
but you could do that very well, because most people say, oh, you know, is that your sister? So how do you keep, I mean, do you want to share your age? No?
Well, I'm a lot older than you are. No,
okay.
No.
Well, what keeps you young?
I think you take a day at a time. You always try and look for the good, even in negative things. And I think what's kept me young as well is just thinking about others.
Yeah.
Just sometimes taking the focus off my problems and zooming in on someone who's a lot worse than me.
Yeah.
And for me, that's made me really feel fulfilled. Giving a bit of what I have to someone else who's less fortunate. That's
What's on your bucket list?
My bucket list is, well, years ago when the kids were younger, I used to play the guitar. I got the urge to pick up my guitar again. I'd love to take that to another level. That's one of them. The other thing is to be able to travel a bit more. Just come back from America about a month ago, didn't I? Went away for about 4 days on the spur of the moment, and I've just got the travel bug, so I'd love to do that again.
Yeah.
I'd love to just see a bit more of the world before I seize up and she puts me in an old people's home. That's what I'd love to do.
Sure.
Also, I'd love to have a granddaughter. My grandson is amazing. I really
Right,
hope
Bill.
that, you know, she might
You
just
have to pray about
say,
that.
Mum, there's another one on the way at some point before I kick the bucket.
Oh gosh. When was the last time you cried?
I cried about a month ago. I cried because, as I said, my faith means a whole lot to me. And I remember one day just being by my mum, Saloma's beloved grandmother, and just crying, a cry of not sorrow but gratitude of, you know, being alive and being well and being taken care of, and just watch my life turn around from it's a very sad state. So I really don't want to go into too much
We'll go
detail.
into it another
To where
time,
I am
yeah.
now.
What's the biggest advice you'd give to someone on Mother's Day who is thinking about being a mum?
I would say, thinking about being a mum, I'd say think it through. It's always nice on camera or on a picture frame, but in the real world it can be very challenging. It can be sometimes thankless. So, you know, really think it through.
So what's the toughest thing about being a mum?
You have to give yourself all the time.
Yeah.
You know, all the time.
I agree with that.
You know, even at the tender age of 30s, I am still flying down the motorway to make sure everything's all right, to be praying with you, so I believe, you know, a mother's job is never done.
Yeah.
Never done.
Yeah.
Biggest job in the world. Very fulfilling when you get a thank you at the end of it. But as I said, think it through, get advice, and then weigh up the pros and cons and be honest about the choice you make.
Life lessons, key life lessons. What are your key life lessons for anyone watching this?
Key life lessons. Never forget to give, no matter where you reach in life. Never forget your humble beginnings. Never stop serving, no matter what level you reach. Never sort of, you know, feel that there's no one like you. You know, keep a level head. As I said, find something to give back to someone who's less than you. And I find if you go by this principle, giving, serving, thinking of someone else, you really can't go wrong.
Wise words there, guys. You can never get more wiser words from someone who hasn't lived, you know. Someone who's lived can teach you a lot about life. So, hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. And we'll be back next time. Thank you. Bye.